paddock when he was awash with sweat, much better. But I was saying earlier, for many people, there's a really poignant moment, because John Durkin, who bought this horse a few years ago, John, such a popular lad, all set to start training, and sadly died of leukemia on the 21st of January. And there's already been one mass for him, and there's going to be another one at the Catholic Church in Lambourne this coming Friday at 6:30. And his parents have set up a trust to raise money for the Institute of Molecular Medicine, and they've got bank accounts open in Dublin and also in London in his memory.
So you could say there's hopes and prayers riding on this one, and couldn't be in better hands than those of Irish champion Charlie Swan, who's had such a terrific record at the festival here over the years. The foreground is Rel Keel, unbeaten at Cheltenham, 3 wins, and there's Pridwell.
Rel Keel, there's a horse, the Grey, who finished just in front of Pridwell here back in December. Great big horse, and he's been thought of as a champion hurdler for some years now.
We followed the pictures. Make your mind up.
He's had his training problems. He looked a really good horse the day that he won here, slipped at the last, still picked himself up and won, and then for some reason was disappointing at Haydock last time out. Loads of horses in here good enough, but ifs and buts about them. There's Pridwell. These are all you fancy, Jim.
Well, Mac's right, he's a bit of an old character, but he's better now than he's been at any stage in his career. Done nothing wrong this season, got a turn of foot and a chance in an open race. I think it's a very, very open race.
David Pipe down there. Martin's son, there he is in the background. Just, he's been a bit of a character on
yeah, he refused to jump off here once.
On the odd occasion. He wasn't our eye catcher, he looks in really good nick. We just gave the nod to Dato Star. I'm Supposing, another one who took the eye. Pridwell and Shadow Leader on the way to the post. I'm Supposing and Istabraq negatives down in the betting ring. But be a wonderful race this. I think Mistingale will probably take them along at a decent gallop. That'll suit the likes of Shadow Leader. The ground, remember, it's just genuinely good ground. Some of these just might find themselves just a little bit shorter pace early on. Pridwell looks as though he's going. Here's Graham.
No, wait!
Don't
charge it like that. Give him back off the gate.
Don't charge the tape.
No, sir, no. Taking a car. No, sir. Hang on.
Istabraq taking a turn now. Theatre World a turn at the back as well. The man is going to get through on the inside. Oh, and Pridwell is a little bit shy about going forward, and is giving them all start as they come down towards the first of 8 flights of hurdles, over which Dato Star and wide on the course. Istabraq sit 1 and 2, Theatre World wide, Morello very wide. Through on the inside, the grey mare is Lady Daisy in the firing line, and I'm Supposing up there too. They're a long walk before they come down towards the second flight of hurdles, and it's Istabraq, I'm Supposing, and the grey on the right, Lady Daisy 1, 2 and 3. Dato Star sits 4, Shooting Light 5, Red Blazer wide 6, Morello with that one 7, Karawi the inside, followed by Mr. Get, and San Martino and Rel Keel midfield, followed by Catagold. Bellator, Pridwell's made up the ground on the outside. Behind these comes Graphic Equalizer, with Grimes at the back of the pack as they cross the second flight of hurdles, which they all took safely. And Lady Daisy gains the day the inside. The mare's moment of glory by 3 parts of the length to I'm Supposing. Then sitting in third is Grimes, Dato Star, Morello, Karawi, Rel Keel, Shooting Light, Red Blazer, San Martino, Shadow Leader, Pridwell, Catagold, Bellator, Graphic Equalizer, Mr. Get really outpaced, and Theatre World, and at the back of the pack is Grimes. Continuing the uphill climb, then go to free wheel shortly. Time to take a breath, and it's Lady Daisy leading in the Smurfit Champion hurdle. 2 I'm Supposing and Dato Star and Grimes. They've kicked about 3 clear. Istabraq is in 4th, and they've kicked about 3 clear of Morello and Rel Keel, and then Karawi, Shadow Leader, followed by Shooting Light, and Pridwell making ground on the outside.
front four are going off at a great gallop here. Lady Daisy, the first to rise over flight number 3 from I'm Supposing and Istabraq and Dato Star. Those are the leading 4, and they've got a good 3 or 4 legs clear of the others as they head towards the next flight. The others are headed then by right there Morello, with Shadow Leader making ground on the inside. Out wide is Pridwell after that slow start. Karawi is struggling to hold his position. Cadu Gold sneaking up the inside. Rel Keel is well poised. San Martino niggled as they rise over the next, and a mistake there by Dato Star in the yellow colours when in 4th place. Up front, I'm Supposing, pulling Richard Dunwoodie's arms out on the outside of Lady Daisy. The favourites well poised in 3rd, Istabraq, followed by Morello. Dato Star trying to get back into it after that mistake from Pridwell out wide. These are followed by Shadow Leader, who's made good headway. The flight at the top of the hill, and there Lady Daisy walk, and Dato Star right down on his hind legs there, and that surely cost him any chance. And it's I'm Supposing in front from Istabraq. Lady Daisy in 3rd, Shadow Leader moving well, then Pridwell and Cadu Gold. I'm Supposing 2 lengths clear of Istabraq, top of the hill in the Smurfit Champion hurdle.
And a moment of freewheeling as they come down towards the second last. Look on the white cap, that's Istabraq travelling well. The dark colours with the yellow sleeves is Shadow Leader. The yellow jacket with the blue and black check sleeves, Pridwell. Then behind these, Cadagold picks up. Relkier with a bit of a run. Graphic equaliser, that was 2 out, and then comes Theatre World, who was placed last year. They've got 2 more flights of hurdles to take, and the champion Istabraq is surely for him now has gone too clear of I'm Supposing, but Shadow Leader, who shows such a devastating turn of foot the outside, is in 3rd place. Here we are, 2 out. It's Istabraq clear by 2 to I'm Supposing, Shadow Leader, and then comes Pridwell, and these 4 are about 8 lengths clear of the next Theatre World. Cadagold, Bellator staying on, but it looks to be all over as Istabraq makes the final turn in the Smurfit Champion hurdle, and Irish eyes are smiling for JP McManus, unbeaten this season. Istabraq takes the last flight of hurdles and is cleared by 10 to 12 lengths. A faller at the final flight with Shadow Leader. It brought down Bellator, but they're toiling in the wake as they race up towards the line, because the champion hurdle this year, the Smurfit Champion hurdle, goes to the Irish on St Patrick's Day. It's Istabraq and Charlie Swan who win. It's going to be an Irish 1-2, because Theatre World comes through for 2nd, I'm Supposing 3rd, Pridwell 4, Karawi, Mistanget, and then behind that one Shooting Light, followed by Graphic Equaliser, Relkiel, Cadagold, Morello, San Martino, Dato Star, Lady Daisy, and last of all was Grimes. And so not just an Irish 1-2, an Aidan O'Brien 1-2 in the Smurfit Champion hurdle. The winner is number 7, Istabraq, in the colours of JP McManus. His 9th winner at the festival meeting. This one trained by Aidan O'Brien and ridden by Charlie Swan, whose success at this meeting just continues to go from strength to strength. Congratulated there by Conor O'Dwyer, who rode the same owner's Grimes. That finished last. But the 2nd horse home is number 15, Theatre World. The colours of Mr. John Maddier, trained by Aidan O'Brien and ridden by Tommy Tracy. 3rd horse home was number 6, I'm Supposing, that the mount of Richard Dunwoodie.
Charlie Swan, what a horse!
What a horse. Aidan O'Brien was right. He told me he destroyed him, and he did. You know, he's some trainer.
And a dream come true with all the connections and all the story behind this horse.
I mean, this is for John Durkin.
It's all right. Very well done, Charlie. Words can't say enough. Well done.